Today at Maloney Racing, we'll be showing you how to change the oil in your car. So you need to make sure that you use the correct oil for your car. Usually on the cap, it says what type you need. On this engine specifically, it requires a 5W30 oil. So that's what we got here, a 5W30 full synthetic for our car. And if you don't have it on top of the lid, you can also look it up online or in your owner's manual. So here you can see when you look for your oil pan, it's usually black and it'll have this bolt and it won't have a separate bolt in the center. And then usually right behind it is your oil filter. Now, in some cars, the oil filter is actually in the engine bay, so you need to look out for that. But right now we have our bolt and we're going to just crank that out, kind of loosen it up. And let it go. And you can take this oil to any auto shop and they'll usually take it for free. And just let it drain out. Wait, usually you do this when the car is cold so you don't have to burn yourself. I would have probably burnt myself there, but luckily the car hasn't been running. Okay, next you want to get your oil filter wrench. Get it to unbolt and then hand loosen it off. Okay. Drain it into the pan. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some of the myths of changing oil. So some people think just because the oil is darkened that it needs to be changed. Actually, that's not true. Because it's darkened, it's actually doing its job, keeping some of the dirt and stuff. When it has a lot of debris and stuff in it is when you know it really needs to be changed. But it's normal for it to be a little bit black because that means it's doing its job. Next, we're going to pre-fill our oil filter so that our engine doesn't run dry, has a little bit in there. And then you did that, grab a little bit of the new oil, put it around the edge so that it doesn't stick. It has a good seal. All right, now we're just gonna hand tighten the oil filter in. Make sure it's in there. And tighten it with your hand until it can't really tighten it no more. Get your wrench, get one good clean tug at it. Let's get that over there. And just, that's good. All right, got our oil filter in. Okay, so now we're going to take the dipstick, clean it off, and put it back in. Make sure you get all that old oil before we do the new oil. Now for the oil filter, make sure you look in your owner's manual or online for the specific type of filter that you need. We used a K&N gold filter for this vehicle, but your vehicle might use something else. Next, we're going to put our cap on. And then we're going to use what our good friends at Best Line Racing sent us. With nano diamond technology, it helps prevent high friction, increases performance, and prevents wear and tear. So we're going to go ahead and put this in as an additive. You can usually put an additive in before you do your oil change, and then put the rest of your oil in. This stuff is really good. I'd recommend it. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Let's go ahead and shake it up and then kind of do that, put it in. right. Next, we're going to be using Ultra Platinum Full Synthetic Pennzoil. Now, as you can see, it's a 5W30, which is what our engine calls for. So this is the right oil for the job. This is mainly for performance. And so we're going to go ahead and put this into our engine. All right. Now let's go ahead and check this in there. And go ahead and check the dipstick again. Look at our oil line. And we're good. All right. And that's pretty much all it takes to do an oil change. Make sure you check up our guys in Best Line Racing. They also do other type of products like fuel additives. But I know their engine oil additive is really good, so I'd recommend it.